chasing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Take it in at the 3. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
On the ready.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. No motion, the tight end across the formation. Now the number 8 rusher in the NFL last season, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Niners at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Throwing his Lance on third down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
First down, here's Mitchell. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Lance and company going on 4th down. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them lining up 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another run with Mitchell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd and 9, Lance got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter shift to your defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They'll try to run with Mitchell. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ray McLeod, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. To throw again on 2nd down. Corral. And, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. To the air again with Corral. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
4th down. Here's Corral. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Lance looking to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st down, it's Corral. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Here's Corral on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here we go, set. Black ultra.
In his own end zone, it's Lance. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. And there to make the tackle, Jonathan Abram. On 2nd and 9, Lance. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Drive starts with a give to Mitchell. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the...
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Corral. Left side complete to Lockett. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because...
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7.
49ers 7.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From just shy of midfield, Lance. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. They run over center with Mitchell. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 8. Shotgun now for Lance. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
550. 6.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Niners are back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
This complete to Lockett. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Corral on 3rd and 2. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Throwing now is Lance. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Lance. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On play action, Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trey Brown. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. First down, here's Corral with it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Goodwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing here, Corral. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Here's Corral on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Corral. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And Lance now to throw. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ready up.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 93 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And Lance going to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Red, cycle. Hey, blue. Red. Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And that will wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. Back to the ground here. Mitchell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing his Lance on third down. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, it's Corral. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Corral looking for another pass here. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Fourth down. Here's Corral. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Corral. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
49ers 14. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1. But this is 1st and 10 right now. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw on 2nd and 6. Lance. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Returnable here from the 38. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. Corral looking to throw it. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
49ers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take takes over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's Corral on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Corral. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Corral, another throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Yellow, 1. Cluster, 6. Ready.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Let's go. Black shot. Yo, blue.
Desperation time here. Lance. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Lance to throw it. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Right. On the ball.
On play action, Lance. And that is incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
In motion, the tight end.
6, 7.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
That incompletion brings us 1 step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Lance now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Young. Touchdown, Seahawks. Derek Young with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
49ers 22. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. It's been a back and 4th game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown.
But there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Corral. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.
I told my boss it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track, I was messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D.